Hello everyone. In the previous lecture we have seen the mesh analysis, and with respect to mesh analysis we solved that mesh analysis by using Kirchhoff's voltage law. Now we'll study the node analysis. Now with respect to mesh analysis, that mesh is representing the loop, but now node is representing the node. So node means when more than two lines are coming together. Here in this case one line is there, another line is there, and third line is there. So this is becoming node. So node can have a maximum number of lines like this. So when these lines are coming together, then they are forming the node. So this is what the node, wherever there is a node is there, we have to specify that node, and with respect to that node we have to apply the Kirchhoff's current law, and by using Kirchhoff's current law we can find out the voltage across nodes. So here in this case you can see that this is a single line is there, but here in this case one line, two lines, three lines are coming together. So this is coming a node. So I name this as a node V1. In the same way, for this case there is node, second node is coming, so I name this as a V2. Now this is not a node, this is also not node, and these are all a node, but this current voltage coming flowing from negative to positive, and voltage is also flowing from negative to positive. So this is a common node which we can specify as ground, which is given name as a V0. Okay. Now we have to calculate the value of V1 and we have to calculate the value of V2. Always remember, the node analysis is solved by the Kirchhoff's current law. So applying Kirchhoff's current law to node V1. Applying Kirchhoff's current law to node V1, at this node, if I apply Kirchhoff's current law, what is Kirchhoff's current law is saying? That incoming current, now as there is a current source, the current is flowing in this way, so the incoming current is equal to outgoing. Incoming current is equal to outgoing current. So this is incoming current, which is 5 ampere current source, is getting divided into this current and this current. So 5 ampere current source is getting divided into I 10 ohm, that is current flowing through 10 ohm resistor, plus I 3 ohm, that is current flowing through 3 ohm resistor. Okay. Now we all know that current I is equal to, by Ohm's law we all know that I is equal to V upon R. I is equal to V upon R. And we also know that V is nothing but potential difference, that is potential always flow from higher potential to lower potential. So in this case, if I draw this node here, like this, that at V1, so at this the current source is flowing like this, having 5 ampere current source, then there is a 10 ohm resistor, and then there is a 3 ohm resistor. Here there is a node V2, here there is a node V1. Okay. Now this is grounded, that is node V0. So the 5 ampere current, so this is a 5 ampere current. Now current flowing through 10 ohm resistor, is given by, I 10 ohm, it is given by I 10 ohm is I is equal to V upon R. I is equal to V upon R, that is voltage across 10 ohm upon R. Okay. So this is voltage across 10 ohm upon R. Voltage across 10 ohm for this case is V1 upon the value of resistor is, so I 10 ohm. So in this way 5 ampere current source is equal to the value of I 10 ohm. We have calculated V1 upon 10 plus, now in this way I 3 ohm. Now how to calculate I 3 ohm? Now I 3 ohm is given by I 3 ohm. So this is V1 here. Current is flowing from higher, always flow from higher potential to lower potential. I 3 ohm is given by potential difference between these two, that is V1 minus V2 divided by the value of resistor R, that is 3. So I3 ohm is given by V1 minus V2 divided by 3. Okay. So in this way the Kirchhoff's current law is taken. So we will simplify this. 5 ampere is equal to V1 upon 10 plus this is V1 upon 3 minus V2 upon 3. So 5 ampere is equal to V1 I am taking common here. V1 I am taking common from this and this. So this is 1 upon 10 plus 1 upon 3. Okay. Minus V2 I am taking common. This is 1 upon 3. Okay. So when you simplify this, so 5 ampere is equal to, this is 1 upon 10 is 0.1 plus 0.33, or rather you simplify this using the calculator. Okay, this is equation 1. This is equation 1. Okay. Now in the same way we applied the Kirchhoff's current law to node 1. We will apply Kirchhoff's current law to node now, that is node V2. What will happen here now? Node V2. Now if you see that for node V2 there is no current source here, there is a voltage source here. So I will again apply the Kirchhoff's current law that tells me that this current and this current, all outgoing currents are equal to 0, or all incoming currents are equal to 0. You can consider whatever you want. So I consider this, all outgoing currents are equal to 0. So it is given by I3 ohm. This current is given by now I3 ohm plus this current is given by I5 ohm plus there is no current source register here. So this is given by, there is no register here. I consider a register here. Just a minute. I consider a register here of 1 ohm. So I1 ohm, that is I1 ohm is equal to 0. Okay. Now what is I3 ohm? Again apply Kirchhoff's current law. Current flows from higher potential to lower potential. So this is given by V2 minus V1 divided by 3 plus this is given by V2 minus V0. V0 is 0 volt because this is the ground. So V0 is 0. So V2 minus V0, that is 0. So this is given by V2 upon 5 plus I1 ohm is given by V2 minus 10 because this is a voltage source. So V2 minus 10 divided by 1 ohm is equal to 0. We will simplify this. So this is V2 upon 3 minus V1 upon 3 plus V2 upon 5 plus V2 upon 1, that is V2, minus 10 upon 1. So minus 10 I am taking on this right hand side. Okay. We will simplify this. V1 I am taking together. So minus V1 1 upon 3 plus V2 is taken here. So this is 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 plus 1 is equal to, when you solve using calculator or using Cramer's law that we are seeing in the previous lecture, when we solve these values, equation 1 and equation 2, you get the value of V1 is equal to, I am directly writing the value of V1 is equal to, V1 is coming 19.85, V1 is coming 19.85 volt and V2 is coming 10.9. So these are the values of V1 and V2 using the node analysis. What we have done is that we have to identify first of all the node V1 and V2. First of all, take one node, that is V1, apply Kirchhoff's current law. By applying Kirchhoff's current law, simplify that Kirchhoff's current law. Now take second node, apply Kirchhoff's current law to that second node. Simplify that node, you will get second equation. When you simplify equation 1 and equation 2, you get the values of V1 and V2. That is node 1 and node 2. Okay. Exactly same way. We will see now the second question, which is again we have to solve by node analysis. Here in this case, This is not a node because this is a single wire here. Here in this case 3 wires are coming together, so I consider this as a V1. Here again there are 2 single wires. This is V2, 3 single wires coming, and this is V2. This is not a node. The voltage is flowing from negative to positive, current is flowing from negative to positive. All these nodes are same nodes, which is nothing but ground, whose value is 0 volt. Okay, so applying KCL to node V1. Okay, at node V1, I am applying incoming current, or rather what I consider this as all the nodes that is flowing away must be equal to 0. So what is this? I 10 ohm, this is I 10 ohm plus I 5 ohm plus I 1.5 ohm is equal to 0. Okay, I 10 ohm is given by V1 minus 10 divided by 10, because I is equal to V upon R and V is potential difference. So potential difference, current is flowing from this source to this, so higher potential to lower potential, that is V1 minus 10 upon R, the value of resistor is R, that is 10 ohm, plus V1 minus V0, the value of V0 is 0, that is it is given by, that is why V1 upon 5. So V1 upon 5 plus what will happen here? Current is flowing from higher potential to lower potential, so this is given by V1 minus V2 divided by the value of resistor is 1.5 is equal to 0. We will simplify this equation. So this is V1 upon 10 minus 10 upon 10 is minus 1 plus V1 upon 5 plus V1 upon 1.5 minus V2 upon 1.5 is equal to 0. I take V1 on same terms, so V1 is equal to, so V1 is equal to 1 upon 10, this V1 is equal to 1 upon 5 plus this V1 is equal to 1.5. Now I am taking V2 here, V2 is given by 1 upon 1.5, this V2 is given by 1 upon 1.5, and this minus 1 I am taking on this right side, so this is becoming 1. Okay, I will consider this as the equation 1. In the same way, we will applying Kirchhoff's current law to node V2. Now, what will happen at this node 2? As this current source is there, so incoming current is equal to this outgoing current. So 5 ampere current source is getting divided into I 1.5 ohm plus I 2 ohm. 5 ampere is equal to I 1.5 ohm is given by, again now for this case current is flowing from this potential to this potential, so this is given by V2 minus V1 divided by 1.5 plus, for this case current is flowing from this potential to this potential, so this is V2 minus V3 divided by 2. We will simplify these terms, so V2 upon 1.5 minus V1 upon 1.5 plus V2 upon 2 minus V3 upon 2, this is equal to 1. I will take all V1 terms and V2 terms separate, so V1 is equal to, or rather minus V1 is equal to 1 upon 1.5, this minus V1 is equal to 1 upon 1.5 plus V2 is taken common, so V2 is equal to 1 upon 1.5 plus V2 is equal to 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon, rather there is a V2 is there, and there is one term is one more adding here, minus V3 is given by 1 by 2, this V3 is given by 1 by 2 is equal to 5. This is your second equation. Okay. In the same way now, applying Kirchhoff's current law to node. Now this is node V3. There is no current source and voltage source. I consider this as all the outgoing current is equal to 0. So what will be this? I 2 ohm plus I 1 ohm plus I 5 ohm is equal to 0. What is I 2 ohm now? Current is flowing from V3 to V2. So this is V3 minus V2 divided by plus current is flowing from V3 to V0. Value of V0 is 0. So this is V3 upon 1 plus this is V3 minus V0. Value of V0 is 0. So this is V3 upon 5 is equal to 0. Okay, simplify this thing. V3 upon 2 minus V2 upon 2 plus V3 upon 1 plus V3 upon 5 is equal to 0. Separate out V1, V2, V3. There is no V1 terms here, so V1 is 0. V2 terms are there, so minus V2 is equal to, this minus V2 is equal to 1 by 2 plus V3 is there. V3 is there. Where V3 is coming? This is V3, this is V3 and this is V3. So V3 is 1 by 2 plus 1 plus 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5 is equal to 0. This is your third equation. Okay, and using Cramer's law, V1, V2 and V3, using Cramer's law, V1, V2 and V3, the value of V1, V2 and V3 is calculated, and the value of V1 is coming 8.06 volt. The value of V2 is coming 10.2 volt, and the value of V3 is coming 3.07 volt. Okay, so if you, this is V1, V2, V3. Okay, what we have done is a node analysis we have applied. Identify the nodes. To that node, apply Kirchhoff's current law. Whatever the circuit equation that it is coming, simplify that equation in terms of V1, V2 and V3. Get those equation 1, 2 and 3. Solve that equation using Cramer's law, and finally find out the values of V1, V2 and V3. Okay. So this is what the node analysis. Now in the next session, we will see what is super mesh analysis. We have seen mesh analysis. Now we will see super mesh analysis. Now we have seen node analysis. Now we will see super node analysis. What and in what condition we have to apply super mesh and super node, and where mesh analysis and node analysis are failing to apply for a circuit, that we will see in the next section. Okay, so thank you so much.